Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Greatness Engineering Hour show. It is a pleasure to be back and to start a new season. And today we're going to Norway. We're having an exceptional woman with us. And as usual, it is always, a pleasure to travel all over the world to bring you the best, to bring you inspiring people that are going to share their stories and share their knowledge with you. My name is Mireille Tulekima, and as you know me, I'm the Greatness Engineer, and this show is brought to you by my organization, the Mireille Tulekima Global Leadership Organization. So our guest today, like I said, is coming from Norway. She is a business mentor. She's helping people to start and grow their own businesses and teach them new ways of doing business in the 21st century. She has been training racehorses for more than 35 years with international success, nomination, and awards. And 9 years ago, she reached a point in her life where she really needed a change, and both her health and in both her health and her financial situation. So she basically shifted and she found a missing link that changed her life. So I'm going to stop here because she's going to have the opportunity to introduce herself, and I hope that you will enjoy this new season. You will enjoy this episode. Make sure you have your pen and your paper because there's going to be a lot of learning today, a lot of insight shared by our guest. And I realized that I forgot to tell you the names. Our guest is Solveig Tandberg, and she is from Norway, and she is ready to share her story and to help us understand, her journey and how she is making a difference in Norway, but also globally. So stay tuned. Let's welcome Solveig today. Another episode of the Greatness Engineering Hour show, the show that is brought to you by the Mireille Tulekima Global Leadership Organization.
Real is important is if you just look at the word compassion, it's behavior. It's something that can be learned, and it is something that we can embody through habits and through our daily actions.
To get this idea that if we interject this wisdom intentionally, I call them needle movers. It's the needle mover that's missing.
Don't deprive the world of your greatness. Please. Don't do that anymore. Dare to excel, dare to be sexy, dare to be you, dare to be the best version of yourself. Impact yourself positively, and from there impact others, and you are not alone.
So welcome to the Greatness Engineering Hour show, Solveig. Welcome. I'm really excited today. I'm really looking forward to our conversation. And I think that's the first time that we're going to Norway. So in the show in 3 years. So I can imagine, the audience will be very excited to know exactly a little bit about Norway, but I think your story is very inspiring. But before we get to this point, just wanted you to, add to whatever introduction as I've given. I know that, I've just gave a glimpse, but there's more into it. So welcome and let us know, what is important and to know about you.
Thank you for the warm introduction. And I'm so honored, Muriel, to be your guest. And the work you do for people and entrepreneurs around the world impresses me so much. You are really a true inspiration to me. So I hope my story and my experience that I'm going to share with you today can make a difference in someone's lives. Yes, I live in beautiful Norway, best country in the world. We have a beautiful nature, friendly people, and I just love living here. English is my second language, so bear with me if my English is not correct. The most important thing is that what I share is from the bottom of my heart. So I'm going to rewind a little bit back, about 10 years ago. I'm actually a former racehorse trainer and stay-at-home mom. And as you said, I turned my life around 9 years ago. I've been training racehorses for actually more than 35 years now, with international nominations, awards, and it has been really an amazing journey. But that was a lot of hard work, a lot of late hours. We had limited freedom and also limited income. Time is very, very precious to me. So being able to spend time with my family is important. It's of great value. I think most of us feel the same. I have 3 beautiful grown-up boys, and I've always been spending a lot of time with them. And today I also have 2 grandchildren. So back to the horses. Riding out these crazy race horses is actually like driving a Formula One car with a mind of its own. I don't know anybody have been in a Formula One car, but it goes fast. So it's challenging. But actually, I like to challenge myself. I had never really been sick before. I was very healthy, but 15 years ago, my body went completely out of balance. And when you feel that something is seriously wrong in your body, and the doctor can't give you any answer or any treatment, you become desperate. And believe me, I was. I feel I tried everything: alternative treatment, dietary supplement of various kind. The list is like endless. I was totally exhausted, and I feel I was in a terrible situation. I'd never felt it before, and it scared me. It was like my 3 boys had lost their mother and my husband had lost his wife. But I'm a believer and I'm a fighter. And I think it's important to never give up on your hopes and dreams. And my dream and hope was to regain my health. So keep praying and send out positive vibes. You will find an answer. And I did. It's 9 years ago, a friend of mine introduced me to something that sounded too good to be true. She told me about a technology in cellular health that has changed her life. It's a supplement that can repair and replace unhealthy cells. I'd never heard about it before. I got excited, but I'm raised to be skeptic of things that sound too good to be true. And I was a little bit afraid to try the product first, but I decided to give it a try. Now, you will never guess how I tested the product first. I tried it on my racehorse. Then suddenly, very interesting. And then suddenly I got the proof I was looking for. No placebo. It worked. I could see many different changes on the horse. But the best result was on the track. When I saw that result, I decided to give it a try myself. And slowly my body began to function again. It was not a quick fix, but amazing things happened in my body. I even started sleeping better, I got my energy back, and today I feel like I did when I was in the 40s. And I will be 60 in Christmas this year.
Fantastic.
So I call this technology the fountain of youth. Not only does my body feel great, but my skin has never been better. So we all want to live longer, younger. Our life is so precious. Now, this technology can only be found two places in the world: inside every living cell, in plants, in animals, in human being, or in a patented technology from a company called ASEA. I will forever be grateful to that woman who took her time to tell me about that this technology existed. It changed my life in so many ways that I never had imagined. I think it's not until you personally experience serious health challenge that you realize that your health is your true wealth. At first, I thought this company ASEA only offered products, but when I reached out to my friend to get more of them, she told me about the business opportunity. I have always been open-minded, with eager to learn things. And I knew that the health and wellness industry are one of the biggest industry in the world. And ASEA's business model was network marketing, the oldest and fastest growing business model in the world. I had never been in network marketing before or any other type of business. What I was good at was training racehorses. But I wanted to have the freedom lifestyle like an entrepreneur. I was dreaming of a different life. I wanted to build a business I could pass on to my children. If I was going to work hard, and believe me, I know all about hard working, I wanted a fair and generous way of getting paid. I was also looking for a product that could make a real difference in people's lives with proven results. I was looking for a company with a vision and a mission for the future. And I learned that ASEA ticked all these boxes. So I thought, if I could make a living while making a difference in people's lives, I could be ready for a new chapter. Life is so exciting, and there is so many opportunities out there. We just have to be open-minded. So network marketing is the oldest business model in the world. It's the word of mouth trade, where we pass on our own experience and our own excitement about the product we love and would love for others to learn and experience as well. And today, network marketing is actually taking the places of franchising, which now requires a lot of capital for the average person. What I love about this business is that we don't invest money, we invest our time. And this is actually the industry that has created most millionaires in the world. What fascinates me a lot is that our company provides this business model a bit different. We call it next level marketing. So it's not like we build a business, we more build people, and then the people build the business. And this is what I like, because I love to educate, train, and power potential in people. I learned a lot from my career as a professional trainer on horses, how to find potential in each individual and give them power. And I was rather good at it. I think it's the same for people. And we are not closing sales. I feel we are more open minds. And we kind of don't move products, we move people to a better place to be. And we work together. I love the word teamwork because it stands for together, everyone achieves more. So this profession really fascinated me a lot. And our goal is to help a lot of people in the world with our life-changing technology and opportunity. I'm always open-minded. I always love to connect with like-minded people that has an entrepreneurial mindset, or maybe just are passionate about something, changing people's lives. This is such an amazing journey, and of course, I would love people to join me on it. I think also one of the great things about this profession is that there are no rules. Everybody can do the same. It doesn't matter what kind of education you have, if you can be a high school dropout, you can be a master graduate, you can be a medical doctor, a priest, or a teacher, or even a racehorse trainer. The network marketing companies does not care about your background. And I think this profession fascinates the young people today because they can see the potential in working online. And actually yesterday it was a young man, he reached out to me and we had a Zoom meeting. I love working in the online world. And of course he was interested to hearing more about what I was working with. And he said, well, this is actually the business model I've been working for, because it's all about working smarter, not harder. And of course, I couldn't agree more. And it's important to keep it simple. Our strategy should involve tools like pictures, pre-record videos where experiences and explanations from others are shareable, websites, and shouldn't be any fancy. And when I show this to people, they say, well, I can do this. This is a business of duplication. So we have to make it very, very simple. As I said, I'm a very passionate person. And I think that's why I also love working with animals. They give me passion and I can give that back to them. And today I feel like I'm on a mission. And for me, it's like sharing ASEA. For me, it's the single greatest act of kindness and friendship I can extend to everyone. So I've totally fallen in love with this industry. It's fair, it's generous, and it's unlimited. I love that. There is no limit. And we were actually invited to race our horse in Dubai by the sheikhs. We stayed there for nearly 8 weeks. And I experienced that having a business that can create residual income and you can work online, it was such a perfect match. I got to train the horse, I got to see Dubai, and I got to do my business at the same time. Many of us have been told that we can't, we shouldn't, we wouldn't, and they told me, you can't do this. You are a former racehorse trainer without a master degree. And I wanted to show them I got the power and I did it. I'm very proud of myself that I have a purpose-driven, home-based international business. And I'm actually a proud triple diamond and one of the top leaders of the company ASEA. It took me a while to be able to say that I'm proud of myself, but it's important to give yourself credit and to celebrate every step you take towards your goal. Being a leader is something that a lot of people desire. However, I think very few understand that you need to be ready to be a great one, to become one. Being a leader is not always easy, and there's no actually a formula to how to achieve it. But I think all about reading people in your team, looking what they are looking for and helping them on their way, to inspire people, to motivate them, and to reward them. I think that's all about being a good leader. So when we say that we here can help you power your potential, we mean that we can empower you to live a life of significance. And in my 9 years in this company, that's truly what I experienced. And then we help people create their independent business, but we work together as a team. I think just as we need good health and healthy finances, everyone has a universal drive to become more and to do more. I think I try to encourage people to believe in themselves. And I experience so many changes in people's lives because everyone has a potential to become more, to do more, to achieve more. That potential just needs to be powered. And I think I have helped a lot of people fuel that power. I don't read a lot of books, but I often listen to talk show and I love listening to music. And Oprah Winfrey, she inspires me so much. She talking about passion. Passion is a strong desire that can help us do amazing things. I think many ways we can look at passion as an extra fuel to our action. So you have to be passionate about something, and if you find your passion, you will always make time for it. I think also that passion is something that will help us grow and become better at what we will do. And it will also push us through difficult times because all of us have difficult times. I experience also that many people feel stuck and they do not pursue their dreams because they are so focused on the bills they have to pay, the job pays the bill, and many people simply work to make a living rather than to make a life or to have time to live a life. When I started my ASEA business, I started it as a side hustle, but very soon I stopped training racehorses because I felt I had done that, achieved that. And as I said, riding these racehorses, it's kind of challenging. And as we get older, we kind of look at life differently. So I understood that if I wanted to fill my dreams, I had to get more involved. And I realized that ASEA was what gave me passion. And that passion gave me power. And the most important thing is that when I fueled my power, I was also able to power potential in other people's lives. So power potential is so strong words when you start to understand that everybody has a power they need to put, or you can fuel that potential. So as an entrepreneur, I met a lot of people with very low self-esteem. You have probably experienced the same, Muriel.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. There's a lot of people who actually don't believe in themselves because they, like you were mentioning, it's all about fitting in a box, paying the bills, and really aligning with what they have. So sometimes when they know that they're not comfortable, but they don't believe in themselves, so they stay there and they are unhappy. Some of them get sick. So it is something that we see very often.
And also, it's so interesting to see these things, because when people find their passion, their self-esteem increases. It's like a miracle in some lives. And on this journey that I've been on now for 9 years, I meet people all the time that are dreaming of a better life. But when I ask them about their plans to achieve their dreams, very few have a plan. And I think that's because they really haven't found what they are passionate about. So what I encourage people is to believe in themselves and find their passion. It might not happen overnight, so look at it as a journey and keep trying and exploring new things. Be open-minded, and I know that positive things will appear. And it's actually when you find your passion, then great things will start happen.
And do you have any tip that you can share about how you would encourage people, especially I think with what's going on right now? We're just out of a pandemic. There's a lot of uncertainty. People are really looking at what's going on with the economy. So how do they get strong to really follow their passion with all this uncertainty?
Well, I think for me, it's like what I love about this profession is that we work in teams. People are never alone. We can encourage each other. We have a lot of Zoom online meetings where we talk about our ups and downs. We support each other. We give ourselves or other in my team courage. Because as you said, life is challenging these days. And try to focus on all the small things, all the positive things. Every night before I go to bed, I always list like 5-6 things that had happened during the day that I'm grateful for. So I kind of switch my mind into something positive. And also I do the same thing when I go up in the morning. The first thing before I get out of bed, I think about at least 5 things that I'm looking forward to, positive things, just small things. And then my mind starts thinking about or focusing in on positive things in life, because it's the small things that really matters. And I remember one time I attended a course, they called it Human Being More. This name of this course didn't really give me a meaning until I understand how valuable I am, or you are, or we are. We as human beings are unlimited and priceless. And also, I think listening to shows that motivates, inspire, listen to music, listen to something that gives you good values like positivity. I also like to do some maybe yoga, to just listen to music and be in myself and give me credit for the small things I do every day. Because sometimes we really forget ourselves. We are too much focusing on what's going on. That's why I encourage people to find their inner power and motivate them to start loving themselves. We have so much to be grateful, even though life can be challenging in many directions these days. So my job is actually build relationship with people. Sometimes I feel that my job is just my passion, because I love to go to work. I love to connect with people from different parts of the world, from people in my warm market or my cold market. And my SIA business has given me a global family. And my income is actually a reflection of how many lives we have changed. I spent a lot of time working with the beautiful people of Thailand, and I learned so much about how different we are raised, but also the differences in our culture and how we look at life. I feel I'm getting paid in goosebumps when people are sending me text message or calling me and thanking me for changing their lives. And then I know that ASEA has powered their potential. I'm very honored to be on your show and also for having inviting two of my family members in ASEA, Astrid and Tone Elisabeth. I'm so proud of these two women. They have found their passion and they are also sharing it with people around the world. And I know, Muriel, you have known Astrid for some years and you have become very good friends.
Yes, definitely. So I've connected with Astrid. Yeah, it's been more than a year now, or even close to 2 years. And like you said, we've been good friends now. And that's what we're talking about, connection, business is now, close, to do business, you have to get the right connections and build on those connections to be able to expand. So that's a good thing. So we will have Tony and Astrid, but let's have a break, just a break, and then we'll bring them so that they can also talk about, the experience, not only share a little bit about themselves, but share also the experience with ASEA, which is the company that you're all working for, and anything that is really important to share with the audience. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Astrid and Tony, who are going to join us just after this short break. So we are back and we are welcoming actress Astrid and Tony to join the conversation and to also get the opportunity to share with us, their stories, their passion, and their business as well, what they're doing for, in their business to bring, value and make a difference in people's life. So I'm going to start with you, Tony. Welcome to the Greatness Engineering Hour show. And it is a pleasure. Like I was, telling Solveig, I'm excited to have you all here to talk about, what you're doing and your passion and ASEA, which is, making a great impact and a difference in people's life all over the world. So before I go on, just, let us know who you are and, what actually brought you to get into ASEA and what is really your passion? What are you passionate about?
So let me start. I'm Astrid. I live also in Norway, in beautiful Bergen. And I shortly want to tell my ASEA story. It started 5 years ago. 5 years ago, something started to happen in my face and in my hair. I got some lines I didn't have, and I was like, oh my God, I'm getting older. So I was a bit desperate. And as Solveig, I also believe in the power of thought and that the universe gives us what we wish for. So, and then I bumped into Tone Elisabeth, and I hadn't seen her for a couple of years. It was like, oh my God, what happened to you? You look amazing. It was like, my God, I want what you have. And she said, well, I started to use some products, and I want them. How can I get them? So it started like that. And she said, hold your horses. You need to know more about the products before you buy them. You have to understand the technology behind it. So then she did. And I was convinced I want the product. But there was a catch. I was newly divorced and my budget was very, very low. I couldn't afford the whole package. I wanted the whole package. So after a while, I had some hard discussion with myself. How can I get this product that I couldn't afford at the time? So I discussed, and I decided, okay, let's do it. Let's go all in for it and be a partner like Tuna and recommend to other people so I can have an income that could support my supply. And so I did. And I haven't regret ever since. And here I am 5 years later. Not only have I free product, I have an extra income. And also, to be honest, I look younger and better. I never feel better than I had in my whole life. Full of energy. Yeah. And also, it happens that people comes to me and say the same thing I said to Tuna. Wow, what happened to you? What are you using? So, but the product is amazing. It really has changed my life. The company has changed my life. But the best part about this journey is not the product. It is the people. Because starting to work as a networker, it has changed my life. I have got so many good friends like you, Mireille, who welcome me into your universe and let us come to your show. I feel so blessed. I have friends all over the world, good friends who I can rely on and who I can help. So that is the absolute best part to make a difference in people's life. So I want everyone to have the same opportunity as I have and to understand the technology. Tuna is the best to explain that. So here she is, the ever young, beautiful Tuna who introduced me to ASEA, and I'm forever grateful for that. And she can tell the same story she did to me 5 years ago.
And it's amazing because it's sometime like you said, it's about connection. You see, you talk to your connection, you see something, and you have a problem that you can't solve, and suddenly those people really care for you, actually bring the solution and really help you. And I think that's probably what happened here. But this one is also a particular technology. So for us, for the audience, it is something that is new, I think, and it's worth really discussing the detail of the technology and how it works and how it can help, any any of the people in the audience that can have, a problem that they can't actually solve using, maybe probably using any product, and they can't actually solve their problem. So I'll leave it to you, Tony, to give us a little bit more, detail about the technology and how it works and what are the difference that is made to, to people's life.
Thank you so much, Marielle. It's my honor to do that. So, we all age, and what happens when we age is that problems in our bodies appear. Things go slower. We heal much slower than we did when we were younger. And things are getting harder. And our skin ages. And we are, in a way, rusting inside. And the reason for this is this declining of something the body already makes. It's called redox signaling molecules. And the company that we all represent here has the first and only product in the world that contains these important redox signaling molecules. And the only other place these molecules are found is inside our cells. And they are the biological messengers responsible for the process of cell protection, repair, and regeneration. So without these molecules, we actually would not be able to live. And it's important to note that these molecules are not just natural, they are native to the body. This is the real holy grail for cellular health. It has no toxicity and no negative side effects. And unfortunately, our cells or our levels of these molecules decline as we age. We are at our peak level in our puberty, and the levels decline 10% each decade from there. And stress, medication, aging, and through toxicity in the environment, which also often lead to disease, it's speeding up the decline. And now for the first time, we can supplement and trigger healing in its most foundational level. And we can supplement these molecules to our body by drinking them and by applying them to the largest and major organ that we have, the skin. And this company, Asia, has just published the results of new skincare in a very prestigious scientific journal with leading scientists in oxidation and health. And it also got 5 stars in the largest independent dermatological institute, Dermatest. And recently, we're very excited about this. We have a brand new product line that addresses fatigue, brain fog, anxiety, stress, and overwhelm. And these are issues that millions of people are dealing with, millions more than ever before, considering what we have been through this last year, right? And the company takes science very seriously. This technology is validated by scientific studies and double-blind placebo-controlled studies. And this product is being hailed as one of the most important health science breakthroughs of our lifetime. Actually, Huffington Post, if someone knows that one, they stated this is in the top 5 emergent science in the world today, and comparing it to the discovery of DNA and penicillin. And like Solveig said, it's heavily patented, it's also trademarked, and nobody else in the world has what we have. And these products or this technology is being studied at Harvard-owned laboratory in most major universities around the world, and actually has been also approved for Olympic athletes to take and it's been proven great for endurance and also post-injury and recovery. And even though this has grown huge in the world of science, most people have not heard about this before. And many, like me, think if it's so good, we would probably hear about this from our doctors or in the mainstream supply channels. Well, for the audience, it's really important to appreciate that new things are new for quite a long time before they become mainstream. It's a 20, 30, 40-year journey. It took 50 years for people to become familiar with antioxidants. And it was over 20 years before penicillin was accepted. So, because this is not medicine, the company took it as a supplement, went to supplement route. It has turned down, millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry that wanted to buy this. And from there, it has been changing lives, 100,000 of lives around the world. And that change happened to me. Only looking back a few years, I lost my mom to very bad disease. And I was stressed out, tired, with a brain fog that was thicker than a blanket. And my memory loss was scary. I seriously was scared because I could forget what I did the day before. So I swear, if my memory was any worse, I could plan my own surprise party. It was that bad. So my energy levels were so low most days that I couldn't function at work. And I lost my ability to focus and concentrate. I could not sleep and I was stressed out. So as a result of that, I lost myself, not only to the grief, but also, I lost my health and I lost myself. And I was not able to be the positive and happy, no matter what happened around me, girl. And I lost my ability to motivate my employees at work, and my mood was terrible. Then a dear friend told me about this breakthrough. I was very skeptical, but luckily I agreed to try it out, knowing that it could not harm me. And this has changed my life in so many ways. It's even hard to explain. And it's amazing how one decision can literally change your life. So I was able, when I woke up in a way, to see that I was living a life and I had a job that I really didn't like. So I got healthy and I figured out, okay, I have to pay this forward. So I quit my job and now this is what I live to do. And like the doctors in the company say, if you get involved with these products, then buy for miracles. And it's just too good to not take seriously in a way. And I believe that there are two areas which we all struggle when on this planet, and that is health and finances. And I know that no matter where I go, no matter who I meet, I have something that can impact both of those areas. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And it is just amazing to hear all those testimonies. And that's what it's all about. You can talk about a product, you can talk about anything, but until we see the result and until we see, we have testimony of what those products can do, then nothing is happening. And I think ASEA is also a lifestyle, because it is not only there's the product side, which is helping people the health in their health, but it's also the lifestyle that it creates, especially when you go into the business area. And one question that I have: how is this lifestyle actually impacted you to be passionate about what's happening in the company? I don't know who wants to start with this question.
Solveig.
That was a hard one, because the company itself kind of has to be experienced, because as I said earlier, it's not only about the technology or how we can make money, but the company also promote the ethos. For me, it's like helping people. People, sometimes we also have people we cannot reach with the products or the opportunity. So they have their own Advancing Life Foundation, where we get to support people that are in a difficult situation in another way. So I think it's the whole package. This company for me is so different in many ways. And when we listen to our founders that I work very close with as a leader, I feel they share ASEA from the bottom of their heart. I have never ever been involved with a company or heard about the company with these intention before. So this is real, and we see the results on people, definitely.
Yes, and when the leaders from this stage ask the audience of many hundreds of people, what is the most important thing about this company? Is it the money we earn? And no, it's not. It's how many people we help. And not only helping with the products, but we help them to become something more. So for me, it has helped me to open my eyes and open the world to me. And
I
also,
totally agree. And yeah,
sorry,
and our mission, Atre, the mission of this company is what actually triggered me. And the mission is to better people's lives and to be a force for good in the world. And that resonates with me. So I'm forever in this company.
And that's a very strong mission, because when you start talking about people, because I think what people really want right now is to get this recognition, because in the way we've been doing business was more about bringing revenues and really pushing people to produce, but not really taking care of them. And I think now with everything that we've gone through, people are really looking at an area where they can, yes, earn money, but more about their well-being and their self-care, because that's really what's have been lagging behind in a way. And so that's really good. And I see the excitement. I see the joy, the happiness when you talk about Asia, and it's just something exceptional. So I mean, and also because I presume a lot of you have different businesses as well, so it's also a good support to help you to do well as well outside the company. So how do you think it is important? And I'm going to talk to Solveig about, I'm going to ask the question to Solveig. What is the importance of having different stream of income, and how is Asia have helped you to do that?
Well, I think that what I have experienced about having an extra stream of income is like the world is not longer as usual. And many family needs an extra income more than ever. And if I look back to 2-3 years ago, and at the same time I look ahead, adding in additional income stream could be very smart to do, because the current situation has changed so much that no job is actually secure. So having more than a stream of income would add security. So we can prepare if one source failed. And I also experienced that money is a leading cause of stress in relationships. People get worried, they don't sleep well, they are concerned about their income, their family, and that leads to unhealthy cells, and that leads to problems in your body. And when I talk to people about it, they feel that they are stuck. But when I explain that maybe set aside 1 to 2 hours, 4 or 5 days a week, they could be in a totally different place in a year from now. Because the way we work and communicate and interact and even invest has changed. So this is something you can start as a side hustle, as I did. And then you can grow it to how big you want. It depends on how much effort you put into it. But as Astrid said, she started just because she first wanted the products for free, and then she just wanted to share it with more people. And also that takes time, so an extra income would be perfect. And as I said to people, Rome was not built in one day. So to be honest, you need to put in some time depending on what extra income you will need. I think the most important thing is to help people to be open-minded and realize that this is not hard. It's not something that requires a lot of money to get started. This is something people can start straight away, and you don't invest money, you just invest time. And we all have the same 24 hours. Life happens to all of us. We have babies, car breaks down, you get sick, some get fired from work. We all have challenges in our lives. It's all about how we prioritize our time. And we can learn as we go. I think one of the advice or secret success is to believe in you. And this belief cannot be borrowed. You must believe in yourself. You must believe you have some of value to bring. And you must believe you have this superpower. And again, I listen to music. Jason Mraz, he has a very good song about looking for the good in everything. Look for people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. So look for the good in everyone. And I listen to this song, it inspires me so much. And he thinks about all the superpower we have. It just needs to be powered. So you are kind of your artist of your own life. And I say to people, don't give that paintbrush to anybody else. I think this, or people, they must start believing in themselves. We can help them find their power, and we can power that potential to have a better life for themselves, for the loved ones, or people around the world. It's challenging life, and we need to be together. We need to stay tuned in. And if it wasn't for ASEA, I would never have met Tone Elisabeth and Astrid, even though we live in Norway. There are only 5 million people here, but even though we connected through ASEA, because we shared our experience, today we work together as a family. And Astrid brings in people to the team, Tone, and I have hundreds of people in my team. And together, I think we are a big, big, happy family that is growing. We are getting children. That's the first people we connect to. They get new partners. That's my grandchildren, and so on and so on. It's like raising a family. And I love every people in my team.
Fantastic. So that would be a good time to just watch a video about ASEA, and then we come back and conclude on the show. I can't even imagine that it's almost an hour, but let's watch this. I'm going to share for the audience so that they can have an idea of what it is, and if they need more information, they can connect with you later. But let's give them a flavor of what you're talking about.
It's the key to life. It makes it possible for us to get out the door, challenge ourselves, and find joy. There are few things more important than our health. Throughout history, there have been breakthroughs in health technology that have made our lives longer, more vibrant.
Connection is a bit
more joyful. Breakthroughs that have fundamentally changed how we think, learn, and live.
This is where the future lies. And this is why redox chemistry and supplements that employ this are powerful. Literally turn on and turn off, signal
Connection is a bit.
Every single process in every living cell.
Okay.
And to be able to stabilize a product.
I think I'll try to play it on from my hand.
Was actually something small. A breakthrough technology that works at the cellular level, where health begins.
This truly is a transformational technology.
It's an elegant and very simple product that's having a profound impact.
When people ask me what I'm most excited about, it's the fact that we own the space of redox right now.
Health technology so unique and cutting edge that it is.
Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is share it from my side.
And changing lives all over the world.
I started using the product and I could see that it was.
I'll try to share it from my side here and have it.
Or if it's difficult, you can always add the link under the recording of this webinar, if that's better.
Okay, all right. This one there's no sound. Okay. So I'm gonna put the link so to people to go into to watch the video to have an idea of the technique that is used and really have an initial idea of what ASIA is all about. And then we'll be able to to share more information. So anybody watching now or watching the replay, please don't hesitate to check the comment part, and we will be putting the link to the video so that you can watch the video later on. So we are we are at the end of the the 1 hour. It has been really full of full of insight, a lot that we can take on. And just want, because before we leave the platform, just want to ask you, and that's a question that I really like to always ask everybody that is gracing this platform, is what is the legacy that you really want to leave? I mean, you've been through all those different experiences that that led you to being in the ASIA family, but what is the legacy at the end that you are working toward? And I'm going to reverse back and finish with Solveig. So I'll start with you, Tony. What is the legacy that you are working on?
I don't have any children in this lifetime, so but I have, of course, a family. But the legacy I'm working, just be part of a legacy company, and like Solveig also said, making a living by making a difference in people's lives. I want to, when it's my time to leave this earth, I want people to say thank you to me for being some kind of help for them.
Fantastic. And Astrid, what about you? What is your the purpose, the legacy that you really want to leave?
Yeah, I want to be able to work full time with this product and to travel the world and to help people, and also to help them get started, to help them succeed. So, yes, that is my dream.
Fantastic.
And I know it's possible. I know it's possible.
It is possible, and from the conversation that we had is definitely possible. And I'm going to end up with Solveig to close out this amazing conversation, and for you to let us know what is the legacy that you're working toward, after being 35 years into the race horses and having all this success, to transferring it to Asia now after 9 years. So what else, is there?
Well, first of all, sometimes I have to pinch myself because I'm on a journey and I've been here for 9 years. And my children has been with me on this journey. They have been, when we have been traveling, combining with work, they have seen every ups and downs, but they have gotten to know what this technology can do for people around the world. They have personally seen changes in people's lives. And they've also seen the opportunity it provided, what lifestyle it's possible to get, and what kind of mission I am on. And this I want to pass on to my children and even my grandchildren. That we are getting more of them, because right now we have 2, but there is more on the way. And for me, I feel I can kind of lower my shoulder, because I know my children will be financially secure in the future. So I can leave my legacy to the people I'm leaving behind me. And I know they will have a good life, and that they will be also taking care of other people, because they will also be on a mission, because they have really seen the changes people have experienced. And of course, on this journey, we need more people to join our teams, because we want to reach out to even more people and we want to grow faster. Today, I see us in 33 countries, and our mission is to be in 200. So really, we need more people to join us. And I think you will leave my contact information, so people can reach out any question they might have about the technology, how we work, if they want to join our business or whatever, they have any questions. This is what I love, connecting with people, and hopefully I can make a difference in someone's lives.
Fantastic. And I really want to thank you, Solveig. I want to thank you, Astrid and Tony, for taking the time to explain to us, what it is like to work for Asia, but also how this, journey that led you to Asia is actually connecting to your passion and to your purpose, because that's really what it is that it at the Asia is allowing you to live your passion and to be able to work toward the legacy that you've just shared right now. And that's a very important step, an important message that I want the audience to live with and understand, that it is, it is about, like you mentioned several times, it is about people. Yes, the product is there. The product is there to help. The products are there to help, but it's more about people, helping people, making sure that they are well, and in different area of their life. It starts with health, but and then it continue with wealth. So thank you so much for sharing this message. I have Solveig contact. So if you want to connect with her, you can first check her website. This is the URL here, and she is on LinkedIn as well. So you can connect and try to inquiry about Asia, and what's possible. And if I encourage you to get all the information, so that you can also be part of this family. And she's also on Facebook, so you can definitely connect with her on every single platform. And it is very, very important that we understand that it's all now about collaboration, and it's all about making sure each one of us has a place and is healthy and is able to get wealth as well, because that's the ultimate goal, to help us to become the best version of ourselves and to become great, because this platform is really about greatness and how we can attain greatness from different angles. So thank you very much. I see we have some congratulations here. Thank you, Mateus, for listening. And please make sure you connect with our guest to know a little bit more, because in 1 hour it's always so difficult to be able to do everything. So that's all I have for you today. We are going to be back for another episode of the Greatness Engineering Hour show next week, Friday, and we're going to the US, and we're going to talk about, a book about winning. And so it's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to have several ladies who actually also collaborated to bring this message to the world. So thank you very much. And I see you on the other side. So, and have a great day for you in Europe. For me, I'm finishing my day. It has been a pleasure to have you with me today. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.